Well, good afternoon, YouTube. Here with you on this Monday afternoon, March the 5th, 2018. Last time I tried to fire this radio up, it had that buzzing noise, and everybody said, well, that's filter capacitor hum. And I'm like, well, I don't understand how it's filter capacitor hum, because back last year I put these two capacitors in it. The one that came out of it, let me show you here, was a Mallory. It was a 50 and a 30. And the 50 was red and the 30 was blue. Well, here's I think I might have done it backwards here. 50 was red and 30 was, no, I did it right. I always think of these kind of capacitors here, having the arrows. I always think of the back of the arrow as the plus side, and the tip of the arrow as the negative side. And I assume that's right. And I just tacked them on to the original red and blue wires there. And the back side here, I just went on ahead and soldered it up to the black wire that was on it originally. And going over here, I assume that's the ground there on this on-off switch, because that's where it went originally. There's the red and the blue. Oh, no, I may yet have them up backwards. No, because that one says 47 microfarads, so, and that one says 30. So yeah, they are hooked up right. So I don't know why it's making that buzzing noise, if these capacitors might not be any good or what, but I just wanted all y'all to know that I did put new capacitors in there, new filter caps in. Now, I went on ahead and ordered another one off of Antique Electronics Supply, and it looks kind of like the original one that was in it. It's not new old stock. They're brand new. They call them a firecracker style, but that's it there, and it already has the red and blue and black wires on it. And say the blue on this one is the 47, and the red one on the blue on this one is the 33, so that would coincide with that one. And the red on it is the 47, which would coincide with that one to the right. So I can take them out and pop this one in there and see if it changes anything, but I don't think it will. What I think part of it might be is that there are 3 terminals on this antenna over here, and I might have hooked up 2 of them, these 2 down here, in reverse. And I don't know if that could make that buzzing, humming sound, or what, if the antenna's hooked up wrong. I don't know. But like I say, I mean, I appreciate everybody telling me it's filter capacitors, but like I say, as you see, I did replace it. That's about all I've got on that. Now, Ron C is restoring his grandfather clock there with the radio in it. I don't have anything quite like that, but hang on just a minute. What I do have is an old 31-day clock. It's not an antique. I got it back, I got it a few years ago, but it was used when I got it, and I think they were made, this type here was made back in the 80s. But it needs a winding. I'm hoping I can find the fast forward on the video editor. Who the heck wants to watch somebody wind a clock? So we know that this one here is the chime spring. And the other one is the clock spring there. So. And this does keep pretty good time. It took a while to get it to do that. There's a little screw at the very bottom of the pendulum, and you turn it back and forth, a turn here and a quarter turn there and whatnot. And eventually, you'll get it to keep really good time. Now, really good time is a comparative thing. For one of these clocks, that means it might lose or gain a minute in the 31 days that you're running it. And 1 minute in a month for one of these is keeping pretty good time. Hopefully for too long I'll have it wound up because my wrist is getting tired. Okay, we got it wound up. Go ahead and shut this door here, and we'll go ahead and get the pendulum started. And it's a little bit fast right now, but it's about 3 minutes fast right now because I just started it and I wasn't looking, but just looked at my watch and it's about 3 minutes till 1. That's right at 1 o'clock on there. But like I say, I mean, it does keep pretty good time, so we'll go ahead and show you what else we've been up to here. Now in our kitchen, we did have, when we moved in here, we had one of the, I hope to say, the ugliest light fixtures I have ever seen in my life. It had 16 of them little candelabra bulbs in it that were just bare with no shade or anything, hanging from this square piece of metal that had 16 little glass prisms on it that were stuck to the metal base, and the bulbs just stuck out directly bare from underneath of those. Now I replaced it with that right there as an LED light fixture. Now, upon replacing it, when I took the old one down, this house is so screwy. There was no electrical junction box up there. All there was 3 wires sticking out of a hole in the ceiling and 2 bolts sticking down through the ceiling plaster or whatever it is. And there might have been, I guess there about had to have been a junction box behind all that, but you couldn't see it. I don't know what them screws were in on the other side. Heck, it might have been in a piece of wood for all I know. Because like I say, the hole up there was just big enough for those wires, and I knocked the hole out a little bit bigger enough to get the wires to go back up in there some, so they weren't right under the base of this light here. But it is pretty bright. Let me see here. Yeah, Mama's tickled with it because it puts out quite a bit of light. So got that up, and I've still got to put a new light up over here where that thing is, and I'm dreading looking to see what's under there, because if there wasn't any box under this one, I doubt there's going to be one behind this one. And this thing here just has a little thing that unscrews. I'm figuring it's probably just got a piece of pipe up here coming down through it. I don't know. And of course, I've still got one in the bathroom to replace. Now, over the weekend here, well, Saturday, our porch columns were just wooden posts that were wrapped with some kind of old sheet tin or something, and it was rotting away, and the posts were rotting away. Well, I went down to Lowe's, and for $90 a piece, I got new porch columns. This time, the ones we had up there, of course, were square, and I got round ones this time, though, fluted columns. And this is the new columns. It took all of about 3 hours to replace them. I wish I'd have done it years ago. I'll say, get out here a little bit. It shows up better there. But that was my Saturday afternoon project. Peanut wanting out there. You want to come out? All right. Guess you don't want out, huh? But that's what I've been doing lately. I don't really know anything else to report. So I'll go on ahead and get off of here for now and start getting this video here uploaded and find something to do while it's doing it. All right, well, take care. This is Gary signing off, and thanks for watching.